Alright, now that we have 3 different pins that we're using, we need to set those up in the devices section here. So we'll go ahead and change this to red LED, as that's going to control our red LED pin. Then we'll go ahead and copy this so we can make one for the blue LED, and then one for the green LED as well. And we'll change these to the appropriate pin numbers, so pin number 10 for the blue, and pin number 9 for the green. Now let's go down to our work function here and clear out the body so that we have a clean slate to work with. Now I'm going to demonstrate that each one of these pins controls its respective color by just turning each one on individually to start with. So we'll start with the red one here and set its brightness to 255, or all the way on, so you can just use turn on as well. Now we're going to switch back over to PowerShell here and execute this change, so we should just see that LED turn red for now. There it is. It may look a little pink through the camera, but it is red, trust me. Now we'll go back over and we'll switch this out with the blue LED. Okay, set its brightness to 255. Go back over, run this, and we should see the LED turn blue. There it is. And we'll cancel this. And we'll switch back on over to the code window. And we'll do the same thing with the green LED then. Okay, we'll run this. And bingo bango. That one's a little dimmer, but it is green. You can trust me on that as well. So as you can see, the RGB LED is pretty flexible. You have multiple pins you have to wire up, sure, but you can control them all independently and you get a different output depending on what pin is turned on. We could even set this brightness down to 127 or 10 or whatever, and you'll just get a dimmer version of each of those colors. Now let's see what happens when we turn multiple pins on at the same time. This is where the RGB LED really starts to shine. Haha, get it? Shine. LED. Okay, I'm done. Okay, leaving that lame joke behind here, let's go ahead and duplicate this and change the top line to red there. So now we have the red and green pins turned on. Now let's see what we get. If you know your colors, you should assume that we'll get a yellow color. Now let's see what happens. Well, it's more orange than anything, but that's just the nature of the LED, and it's the thought that counts, right? No? Okay. Well, let's see what else we can get if we mix some other colors here. So we'll go back over to our code here. And instead of red and green, let's try the red and blue LEDs. Now you might already know what output should be, and referencing my color chart here, we should see magenta, so let's see what happens. Well, it looks a little white. Let me put my hand over this, and there you can see it off my skin a little bit there on my hand. A little pink, magenta, purple awesomeness. Alright, cool. Alright, now that we've done red and green and red and blue, let's try our final combination here of green and blue, or blue and green. And you probably already know this one as well, but we should see cyan. Cyan. There it is. And that's, yeah, greenish blue. Call that cyan. Off my hand it looks a little, yeah, that's cyan. Yep, we'll roll with that. Cool. So the only other combination we haven't explored yet is to turn all of them on or set all of the brightnesses to 255. The result of that is a very, very bright white. So if you take that on as an exercise on your own, I highly recommend not staring directly at that light, as you will see spots afterwards.